We will need 2,500 new robotics engineers within 2025. Our university can create around 200 per year, so we will quickly run short.
Skills don't always keep up, so a strong signal must be given.
Europe is facing an increasing shortage of skilled labour, which is further intensified by the digital and green transition. In response to this challenge, the European Commission has launched the European Year of Skills. What does this mean, and how will it address the labour market's needs?
I am in Odense in Denmark to meet a group of companies that are developing the robotics of the future and to understand their strategy for training and attracting the talents they need to successfully achieve their projects.
The Next Gen Robotics Consortium is developing a new generation of robots and autonomous solutions. It brings together universities and local companies like Inrotech, which designs welding robots. Here, Philip, the marketing manager, has learned 3D modelling to attract more clients.
Sometimes it could be very difficult to show customers how the robot looks and how it works. So the plan was to learn the skills in how to visualize this gantry, for instance, to show how it's working and how the customer will be able to deploy it in their production as well.
On his side, Christian has taken a new step in his career by undergoing training to design a technical data management system.
We had in our drawing system a quite unique task that we had to make, and there's not many people in Denmark who has this course. So to be upscaled in this was a great deal for me.
To keep up with competition, Inrotech relies on a positive work environment to attract and retain talent. Next Gen Robotics needs to recruit highly skilled individuals in order to achieve its ambition, as Kasper, coordinator of the consortium, explains.
Our strategic forum has identified skilled labour as the #1 challenge. And that's the reason why we have identified these 6 very different ways to work with the skilled workforce.
Therefore, Next Gen Robotics invests in training and skills enhancement with the support of European funds. They also aim to attract students and talents from abroad, like Reza. This Iranian robotics engineer has chosen to do his thesis here in Odense. Euronews caught up with him at the industrial port, where he is working on a prototype of robots for large structures.
SDU University has a section called SDU Robotics, which is well known in the world. We are going to build a huge center here, and we are trying to bring the automation and robotics technologies into maritime, construction and energy sectors.
To remain competitive in the international robotics market by having the best talents and researchers, Next Gen Robotics does not solely rely on skill development.
If we attract foreign graduate students, we work with some different models on how can we actually make sure they have a job afterwards. The Danish companies are also working on making sure that they are an attractive workplace. You'll be able to work in a company where you can actually bring your skills to the table and not just being reduced to a function.
In 2022, the vacancy rate in the European Union was 2.8%, ranging from 0.8% in Romania to 4.6% in Austria. This rate is higher than the pre-pandemic level in most member states.
So, what is the European Commission strategy to boost skills? Here's our crash course.
Across the EU, employers say they're finding it tough to find workers with the necessary skills. A quarter of the 25 million SMEs in Europe say hiring good quality managers and staff is their biggest problem. The European Pillar of Social Rights guarantees the right to education and training. However, only 37% of adults engage in training, and the EU wants to raise that figure to 60%. There are 4 main objectives to the Year of Skills: promoting investment in training and upskilling, making sure skills match employer needs, matching people's aspirations and skill sets with opportunities on the job market, attracting skilled people from outside the EU. One key tool to make that happen is the Pact for Skills, which supports public and private organisations to identify skills gaps and address them. Almost 1,500 organisations have now joined the Pact, and committed to offering at least 10 million upskilling and reskilling opportunities for Europeans. To implement this strategy, the European Commission has allocated 65 billion euros to encourage states, regions and companies to invest in training. So why do we need a European Year of Skills? Euronews posed that question to European Commissioner Nicola Schmit.
What do you hope to achieve with this initiative?
It's actually a strong message to address a major challenge. We are talking about millions of people who need to change or simply improve their qualifications. So it's an important rendezvous that Europe has with its economic future, with the major transformations that are taking place, whether they are digital or green.
What skills are most needed in Europe today?
Of course, we talk a lot about digital skills, and there are hundreds of thousands of vacant positions in that field. But we have also the construction sector desperately looking for skilled individuals. There are many professions that need to be re-qualified because technologies are evolving and changing due to the climate challenge. These are professions in high demand, and we are placing a lot of emphasis on apprenticeship because the transition from training to employment is much smoother.
Do we also see a lack of quality jobs and good working conditions, for example, in the healthcare sector?
In the healthcare sector, there are shortages and working conditions that are not always suitable. So we need to train more people. But we also need recognition both at the societal level and in terms of salary.
How can we motivate governments, companies and all stakeholders to invest and implement the principle of lifelong learning?
The Year of Skills is a good opportunity because we will double our efforts, showcase good experiences and projects. There is also a European budget of 65 billion euros for training. There is the European Social Fund, as well as Recovery and Resilience Facility. That's a lot of money, but we need to invest this money in a targeted manner. We have a comprehensive skills agenda. Now it's about implementing it better and seeing the results come in.
Thank you.
Thank you.